Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. In His name we begin, and in Him we place our trust. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you know by now, everyone, my name is Hossein, and I'm delighted to welcome you as we announce the launch of the Imam Ali Research Center and Library. I take this moment to extend my blessings for the two Eids, Eid-e-Ghadeer, which was 2 days ago, and Eid-e-Ghadeer, which will be upon us approaching on June 14th. Thank you for coming. You honor me with your presence, each and every one. I would like to single out each and every one of you by name, but that would take my 6-7 minutes. So I apologize for not doing that. I also thank Dr. Mehdi Kazmi, Dr. Dina Grant, and Dr. Hossein for their remarks. Dr. Kazmi has been the driving force behind this initiative of having the Imam Ali Research Center and Library. I cannot thank him enough, not only for his unwavering dedication to this initiative, but also for his gracious friendship, for his patience, and much more. The idea of founding a research center and a world-class library focusing on Shia studies as a niche topic of interest had come up in our conversations many times. And last June, during the first International Ghadeer conference that Professor Grant mentioned, Dr. Kazmi shared with the audience his commitment to seeing the idea come to fruition. That conference had been funded by the offices of the President and the Dean of the Hartford International University for Religion and Peace, namely by Dr. Joe Bloor and Dr. Dina Grant. I take a moment to acknowledge their support again and the help of my colleague, Ms. Susan Schoenberger, who has been very supportive, very kindly supportive of the effort. Before and after that conference, a few dear friends donated more than 1,000 or so volumes of books to the library. More is on its way. I thank them all one by one. Especially, I would like to name Dr. Ali Shakibai, Mr. Hossein Mahallati, Professor Richard Bullitt, who have been big donors to the library, as well as Dr. Kazmi. I also have contributed some highlights, and also Ms. Azad. Very much. Thank you. I should also thank the funders of the Imam Ali Chair, as Dr. Galji mentioned. The Ali Imam Ali Chair for Shia Studies and Dialogue among Muslim Schools of Thought. And Dr. Galji represents one major group, or one group of major donors to that chair. And this happened way before I joined the Hartford Center. I've been there since 2019. So the effort, I deserve zero credit, no credit. What else? As part of our vision to establish the Imam Ali Research Center and Library, Dr. Kazmi and I have been working closely with HIU, especially with the Dean, with Dean Grant, Professor Grant, to establish a postdoctoral fellowship there, and gladly the administration has expressed and shown support. I'm going to give a very brief report of what we have done in that regard. We announced the fellowship offering on March 25th of this year, and the deadline for the application is still open until June 14th, which is Eid-e-Ghadeer this year. By the way, HIU is the only university in the United States, only second to Princeton University, to acknowledge Eid-e-Ghadeer on its academic calendar. And that's an important point to note. No other university does that. So far, we have received 65 inquiries as of this morning, not only from the United States and our neighboring Canada, but also from Germany, Italy, and France in Europe, as well as the United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Egypt, Turkey, Iraq, and last but not least, from Iran. Filtering out incomplete applications, those lacking cover letters and resumes, has left us with 37 complete submissions. Regrettably, most regrettably, we have had to set aside 14 viable applications from Iran because of the recent White House proclamation calling for the full suspension of entry for nationals of Iran. Now, our review committee has 19 solid submissions to examine and announce the decision by the end of June. This is the time. About a dozen proposals stand out as particularly promising. I cannot be too specific, bound by privacy considerations for the applicants, but I'll mention 3 proposals just to give you a sense of what we are looking for and what is possible. Number 1, the study of the construction of sacred space, focusing on the city of Najaf. Number 2, a study of African Muslim women during the first 2 centuries of Islam, the first 2 Hijri centuries. Number 3, examining the history of exalting Ali and his family as uniquely sacred among Sunni Muslims. There are, as I said, a dozen or so solid applications. Our postdoctoral fellow will be expected to complete and submit an academically publishable manuscript by the end of their appointment. Dr. Kazmi, along with the other members of the Board of Trustees of the Imam Ali Center and Library, and I have to thank every single one of them for voluntarily serving on this board. There is no remuneration. This is all voluntary. We have even higher expectations and visions. Besides 1 full postdoctoral fellowship, which provides a competitive stipend along with the benefits, insurance, and accommodations each year, we hope to bring together a small group of select affiliate fellows for research. Affiliate research fellows to pursue work and to produce publishable work. Perhaps in time, we may also establish a cooperative publishing house. That is in the future. More readily at hand, we are working to enrich our library. We work closely with my colleague, Mrs. Carla Grafton, Director of HIU's library, to achieve this goal. Besides hard copy books, journals, and other print materials, we seek to provide online access to a panoply of electronic resources, especially those that only few universities, if any, have access in the United States as of now. Allow me to thank you again, each and every one, especially my family, my wife, and my mentor, Professor Burke, and every single friend who is here. Not least, I want to thank Dr. Kazmi again for hosting us here today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.